Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to another daily video Devo. Renee here. I'm in Jerusalem, and I am in an archaeological excavation called the Ophel, O-P-H-E-L, and this is on the southern side of the Temple Mount. I'm going to swing around so you can see the Temple Mount behind me. That's the Al-Aqsa Mosque that's up on the Temple Mount in Jerusalem. It is about 1,200 years old. But even older is the area that I'm standing in right now. There's an archaeologist named Dr. Eilat Mazar, and she's excavating this area behind me, and she believes she has found the remains of Solomon's palace right here in this spot. And that reminds me of the great story about Solomon's prayer to God. In 2 Chronicles chapter 1, God appears to Solomon in a dream right after Solomon's coronated king. And God says to Solomon, "Ask whatever you want, and it will be given to you." Now just think about that. If God appeared to you and said, "Ask whatever you want, and I'll give it to you," what would you ask for? Well, Solomon thinks about it, and in verse 10 of 2 Chronicles chapter 1, he says, "Give me wisdom and knowledge that I may govern this people, for there are so many of them." And God answers Solomon and says, "Because you have not asked for riches or for possessions or for power or for the lives of your enemies, I will grant you wisdom and knowledge, and I will grant you riches and possessions and wealth and power." In other words, because Solomon asked for wisdom and for knowledge first, God says, because of wisdom, you are also going to have wealth. You're also going to have authority as king over the nation of Israel. You know, that story impressed me so much when I was a young teenager that for years I would start every single morning of my life saying, "God, grant me wit and wisdom today." Well, I'm not your good example, but Solomon is. Can you pray the prayer of Solomon? Can you say, "God, grant me wisdom and knowledge today. Give me wisdom to make wise decisions today. Give me wisdom to learn from my mistakes when I make bad decisions." If you do, then you'll have so many other blessings that become associated with wisdom. So start your day today with a prayer of Solomon from 2 Chronicles chapter 1, verse 10. "God, grant me wisdom and grant me knowledge." It's a prayer that Solomon probably prayed right here. You pray that prayer as you start your day, and I know you're going to have a great one.